Hi everybody and welcome to a new solo playthrough. Today we are going to be playing River Mild, which is a kind of a twist on River Wild, which is the standard game. So this is a button shy game and designed by Stephen Aramini. So the River Wild is, I'm pretty sure it's completely one-on-one, the same gameplay wise, but this has a nature theme. So it's like nature themed, and we have some like foresty animals like deer and squirrels and bunnies. And River Wild has a fantasy theme. So they have dragons, unicorns, things like that. So that's the only difference as far as I'm aware. So I might want to pick up River Wild at some point if I see it somewhere to just to have in the collection, because I am a fantasy girly. But I am really loving this. This might be my favorite button shy game so far, potentially. I've been really enjoying it. So we're gonna play. Let's go. So we are here with River Wild, Mild, however you want to call it. And it's very easy. So we start with this starting card. Then we just have a deck of cards and we play until all the cards have been placed. Now we're just going to start playing. This will be our draw pile right here. And you always have 3 cards in your hand. So I might need to move some things around while we play because I'm not sure how well everything will fit in frame. So we're going to find out as we go along. All right. So these are our 3 starting cards. Now, you always have to place cards extending the river. You always need to build on the river. You can place cards either directly underneath or like one space to the left or right. So I could place this here. This is not allowed because I can never match land with water. This is not a legal move. So the only exception for that is these like mountain ranges. So mountain ranges can either have river or land like beneath it. So I would be able to do that, for example. So that are the rules of placement. So every card is the same on the other side, but mirrored. So you can use either side. And yeah, let's see what we're gonna do. And I'll explain scoring as we go. So I might start with, what should we start with? Maybe we are gonna start with this mountain range. I'm not sure. We could just start with this deer here. Maybe we'll do that. Yes. Okay. I like it. All right. Who wants to join this deer on an adventure? Yeah, I could do that. We're gonna place this one right here. That's what we're gonna do. So now, as you can see, we are starting to create a land. And this one wants squirrels. So this is goals that you can score points for. And we want squirrels on this little land that we're making. Now, these 2 sides are never going to get built because we're always building downwards from the river. We're never going to be building around here. So you in the beginning, you know that whatever is on this side will get wasted. So that's important to know. Now we do have a squirrel here, but I can't place this like so because of the river land situation. So I could flip it potentially and place this here in the hopes that I can maybe connect it in a little bit. We could try that for sure. So for example, I could do that with this fox, and we don't know if we'll have a goal for some foxes, but we can try to put that in. We do have this one, but I can't really connect it that well. I could try, but we need 3 foxes for that goal to work though, which is a lot. But we're gonna try. We also have these fish in the water, and they will help us at the end with scoring, because every fish you can count as a different animal of your choice. So I could just decide that these fish for this island are 2 foxes, so we can work it with this goal, but we do need to connect the island there. So we're gonna see if we can do that. Okay, so we also have this island here, which wants 1 of each animal. So there's 4 animals in the game in total. So we could try to do that, but we don't really have a great... Well, I guess I could put this bunny right here, and then we could potentially attempt to do that, but that is a difficult one for sure. So we could put this fox here. I think that's quite nice actually. Then we can use the other fish towards the squirrel goal. So now this is 1 protected land, as they call it in the game. So at the end of scoring, you score for each protected land that you have. So everything that's not completely finished as a protected land does not count towards scoring. So for example, these ones on their own, they aren't finished, so you don't score them at all. Okay, so we want 1 of each animal here. This one wants 3 squirrels, but I don't really see that happening, because this I can't place, and because of the mountains it's quickly gonna get cut off. Also because I have a lot of mountains right now, so this would just... And there's no fish right now, so I'd prefer to use it towards this goal, but I cannot place it like that. I could place this here, but then I do always find it quite risky with having to place something right there, because it is going to be a tricky one. So we might not do that. We might just sacrifice... Well, I could do this. No, I cannot. So I think we're going to sacrifice this bunny here to this little island. They will still score me points, because each protected land on its own is 2 points. So it's not a complete like waste of space, so to say. So let's put this here, because then we do need a deer there. But we have some deer, so I could do this. Ooh, I like that. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then we could do this, but then it does close off. And we are kind of wasting the bunny potential that we have. And we don't have 4 of each animal. But, oh, man, I don't really see us doing that. And I don't want the island to get too big, because that is also tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, so let's just work on this side. I think everything is still in frame, but let me check. Okay, so we have this potential bunny squirrel situation. We do have some bunnies and some squirrels. So it's gonna close it off quite quickly, I feel like. But let's just start with this bunny. I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna put the... Oh, we can't do that. That is sad. Any 5 animals, that's also always a very tricky one, so I don't think we're going to be able to do that. So we might just close that one off as well, like so. So this is because of the mountains. This is 1 protected land on its own, because the mountains cut it off. Okay, these are our last 3 cards that we have. So let me put them over here so I can put them down here. So this one I would like, this is our only squirrel though. So how are we gonna, because I can't do this because water and land. And I can't do that. Ugh. It's like just missing something. I could then do this. Okay, this fish is gonna go to waste, which is sad. Oh, but I can't do that either. Damn it. It needs to be like that. But obviously I can't do that. So it is best to then just get it to close off. We do have this fish that we can use as a squirrel. So we're gonna place this here so we close it off. That's at least a closed off protected land that way. And this one can't really go anywhere either. We're gonna put it right there. This is just a wasted space now, but you know, what can we do? What can we do? Okay, so we're gonna count points. I'm gonna just grab a pen and paper for that because that does help me with the scoring in this game. Okay, so we have this very useful reference card that we are going to use. You can also just use this obviously while you play to remind you of the goals and everything. So we get 2 points per protected land. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 protected lands, so that's 10 points. Now, because we score differently depending on how big the protected land is. So our biggest protected land, we score the lower number on the goals, and all the other ones, we score the higher number on the goal. Now, I have 2 protected lands that are 6 big. So you count the cards that are used to create the protected land. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, which one is going to score me more points? I think this one is going to score me more. Ooh, or not. Let me just make sure I count it. So this could be 10 with the big points or 5 with small points. And this one, 6, 7, 8. It's exactly the same. But this one, yeah, no, it's exactly the same. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to say this one is our biggest protected land. So when you have 2 of the same size, you decide which one is the biggest of the 2. So we're going to score this one first. So we use the smaller number on the goals. So as I've said, the fish are whichever animal you want them to be. But only 1 animal per fish. But you can use 1 fish for multiple protected lands. So for example, if I had a completed protected lands on this side, this fish could be a fox here and a bunny on that side. So you choose, but for this protected land, I'm going to choose this one to be a fox for this goal, and then I can't say, oh, for this goal it's a squirrel. No, for this protected land, you pick 1 animal and that is the animal that the fish is, so to speak. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to say that this fish is a fox and this one is a squirrel. So we have 1, 2, 3 foxes giving us 3 points. And we get 1 point per squirrel for this one. So we have 1, 2 squirrels. So we get 5 points total. Now, so it does build. It doesn't mean that for 1 squirrel, I only get this 1 point and it's done. No, it's per squirrel that you have. Per squirrel, okay? Difficult to say. So if I, for example, would have had 6 foxes, this counts twice. Which I don't think I've ever done that, but it is possible. So moving on to our next protected land, this one. So this fish is going to be a deer. So we have 3 deer giving us 6 points. And we have a bunny and a deer for 4 points, giving us 10 points. So if I would have had another bunny, that would have been really, really great, but I don't. Okay, this doesn't score anything, this doesn't score anything. This one, I'm gonna say that this fish is a squirrel, and then we have a bunny squirrel combo for another 4 points. And that is all the points we have, which is not great. So that's 29 points. That's definitely quite bad. Yeah. Embarrassing environment. So this game is hard. It's hard to score high. My best score so far, I think, has been... No, I have had 40, I think. But in the beginning, like 32... I don't know, I'd have to look at my stats. But at the beginning, I was like struggling to really understand how to place everything. So I'm already glad that I know what to do. Now I just need to learn to do it better. I need to practice more. But that's basically River Wild or River Mild. I love this. I think it's so adorable. It's quick. You can just, I mean, obviously with the button shy games, it's always so nice to have a small little wallet game that you can take with you. And this one for now, I haven't played a lot of button shy games yet. But this one for me so far has been the most satisfying to play. So yeah, that's my thoughts so far. I love the scoring goals. I love the artwork. I think it's very like cute minimalistic artwork. And yeah, that's River Wild, River Mild. I don't know what to call it. And yeah, I've been really enjoying this one. So I'm planning to do a video on each of the button shy games that I have, but that was gonna take me a while. But for now this is the second video I've done of a button shy game. So we're making progress. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon with a new video. Bye.